Hi everyone, Steve Marsden here again, CEO of Tradervine. I just want to go through the PDF presented with you to give my take on it anyway. New technology that connects elite traders to ordinary investors. By the way, ordinary means the average man or woman in the street who doesn't have all these hundreds of thousands to invest. So that's where we're starting from, that's the premise. Standard disclaimer, the world we live in these days, we have to put these things out. Trading in financial products is higher risk. Past performance, no assurance of future performance. And this presentation is, of course, for information only. We make no warranties or guarantees. So what have we got? We've got an outdated banking system. Everybody knows this. Your interest rates are low, your fees are high. So we're all thinking, where do we invest to make sure our future is being taken care of? Well, hedge funds. But we know the money seems to be down a black hole, doesn't it? We don't know who's trading it. We don't know what they're trading. We don't. There seems to be fees everywhere. Sometimes they don't even match the FTSE 100. ISAs, banks, pensions, gold, maybe a bit of everything, and of course forex trading as well. Diversify. So what's the Forex market? Well, we know everyone's been into a currency shop and exchanged the euros for pounds, pounds for euros, pounds for dollars. So it's the buying of one currency and the selling of another at the same time. And it can be done for going on holiday, it can be done for speculation. The currency of one country is exchanged for the currency of another. And those are the types of pairs: pound, dollar, euro, dollar, dollar CAD. It's a big market. It dwarfs everything else in the world. It's the biggest money mountain in the world. 5 trillion per day. It's traded. I've been trading since 2003, and it's been a long haul. But I remember telling people when I first started, it was about 2 trillion a day. So it is the fastest growing industry. We need to take a small amount for our financial freedom, just like a gnat taking a little when it tips onto the water. We're just going to take our little bit. There's an idea of the stats. 5 trillion a day in Forex currency, and it dwarfs the New York, Tokyo, London stock exchanges in the volume of trading. So we mentioned this. We need to reinvent the finance industry. 300 years of little change. It is rigid, it is inflexible, and it is boring. It hasn't really changed much, apart from the fact that it's become more automated, more computerized, and less personal. I think most people would agree with that. I had this idea in 2011 using disruptive technology. And what disruptive is, it's just a new way of doing things. To disrupt or overturn traditional business methods like Uber in the age of taxis, internet as opposed to post office mail, and in fact now texting and messenger in place of email, if you want to go that way. So it was too early we weren't quite there, we didn't have the technology, but now we do. And I'm so pleased we have it, and we're ready this week to go. 95% of traders lose money. No, 95% of traders lose all their money. These are people who are trying to be self-traders. So 5% of people, by definition, must make all the money. The expert traders, the elite. Where do we find them? How do we get to them? And don't think that all these people are ex-institutions and ex-fund managers, because they're not. Some people are ordinary people, but they're the best traders in the world. A lot of us, 99% of us, so they say, don't want to learn how to trade. I've been trading 14 years, and it's been a tough learning curve. People don't have the time for that. People are doctors, the dentists, the candlestick makers. They own shops, they own businesses. But they do know that there's money to be made in the markets, in the Forex market, and they'd love to access it. So how will Tradervine help solve some of these problems about the banking system and so on? Well, we're going to access some of the world's best traders. That's the first thing. Getting a good return on your investment. That's the first part of the business. The second part of the business is give you the opportunity to network and earn commissions. More on all this later. The more you share, the more you earn. This is sharing. Share your Facebook, share your posts, share your introducer links. Tell people about it. I'm going to show you later this week how to present this business in 1 minute. Oh yes. But this is for longer presentations. So, let's look at the first part. We've said retail investing is stacked against the ordinary investor. That's why it's retail. Name and shame. I bank with the RBS and I get 0.05% a year. So this is where this has come from. It's just astonishing. And what do you think the bank does with your money? It invests it. A lot of it in the Forex market with some of these elite traders and gets the massive return and gives us 0.5%. But a bigger investor, somebody with 100 grand or more, or even really more than that, can afford to pay these professionals on a one-to-one basis. But where does that leave the rest of us? Well, how does it work? Tradervine technology connects ordinary retail investors like us to some of the world's best traders. So the expert trader makes a trade and it's copied simultaneously into thousands of our accounts. Every one of our individual accounts, that same trade gets copied into. Best thing about it, you choose the elite trader from our selection of the best, effectively making you your own fund manager. So you're going to get a choice about 5 or 6 of the best traders in the world, and you can pick and choose 1, 2, 3, or all 6 if you want, and diversify your portfolio based on their performance. And there are other videos around that teach you how to look at performance and pick traders. This is just one trader that we have on the books. Averages about 9% a month. And you need somebody with a decent track record that goes back a few months. It's riskier if they're not. The longer period of time you've got on the trading account, the safer it is. Advantages. You don't have to invest thousands to learn how to trade the markets. I've invested tens of thousands learning how to trade. I've been everywhere. Chicago, New York, you name it, I've been there. Trading courses and learning how to trade. Copenhagen, Zurich. Don't have to pay to buy signals to help you trade. You don't need a large amount of money to invest with Tradervine because there's other aspects to the business. And you don't have to spend long hours in front of your computer. Just spend 5 minutes a day to review your copy trading activities. Just look into your IB account or your client account or your PAM account. More on PAM shortly. When I was trading at a certain part of my life, I was spending all day in front of a computer. So, what if from a minimum of £500 investment, we can get some of the best traders in the world? Because if we get enough people, then we get a huge amount. The power of the crowd. So reinventing the way people invest and create income for themselves. So that was the first part. Getting the best traders in the world to trade your money. And we do it with a crowdfunding kind of idea. That the account is yours. You invest, you withdraw. No one else can have access to your account. The trader doesn't have access to your account. The trader just has a power of attorney to trade your account, which can be withdrawn by you at a moment's notice. So the second part is beating the broker and earning commissions.